kids. Welcome to VeggieTown. I'm Bob the Tomato, and this is... Larry? Larry, where are you?
Here I am, Bob.
What's with the outfit?
I'm ready to learn how to take a vacation.
Vacation? You can't go on vacation. We need to introduce these kids to VeggieTown.
I thought you said we were going to go to vacation school to learn how to take a vacation.
This isn't vacation school. This is where kids come to have fun while learning about God.
That sounds a lot like Vacation Bible School, Bob.
It is Vacation Bible School, Larry.
Oh. It's time for VeggieTown!
That's right, Bob. Big Idea Productions is back with an all-new adventure in Vacation Bible School. VeggieTown Values for the Family. Building God's citizens, generation to generation. I'm Scotty May, one of the creative team members for this year's program. Family relationships are the foundation for promoting positive values for generations to come. And VeggieTown Values for the Family creates an environment that encourages kids to develop great relationships in their families as well as in the entire family of God. What better way to strengthen families and pass on a strong faith year after year?
Oh, is that right?
The best part of VeggieTown for Kids is a lot of the activities, the crafts, the games. They really like to keep moving.
There's always something to do. The kids are always engaged in the lesson.
Good information that they can apply to their life, but they have a lot of fun activities. All these kids loved it. They enjoyed it tremendously, and God's Word is weaved in there, so all the family values are in there.
They learn it together, and they're teaching each other, and they get to have fun doing it.
Following Colossians 3:12 through 14, participants explore meaningful values like how to be compassionate, kind, humble, loving, forgiving, gentle, and patient.
Hey, Bob, if we're going to VBS, will I still need to wear suntan lotion? It makes me smell like a coconut. Bob? Bob?
Bob is already on his way to VeggieTown, Larry, so you better run along and try to catch up. Kids love seeing their favorite characters from VeggieTale videos. These fun and lovable friends start each day with an all-new puppet greeting to prepare them for VeggieTown Values for the Family. This year, everyone gathers together in family-friendly sites like a home, a restaurant, a beach, a church, and a retirement center. Each of these sites help participants discover a meaningful value that builds God's citizens from generation to generation. What's really exciting about this year's VeggieTown Values is an additional learning track offered inside the kit along with the first one. It's an all-new approach to enhance the traditional VBS learning experience. Veggie Family spans the generations to involve people of all ages. In this program, parents, kids, seniors, teens, singles, everyone is invited to take part.
You know, sometimes differences can be good if we just take the time to get to know each other.
That means you actually get 20 great Bible sessions in one kit.
Wow!
Now, you're probably wondering how VeggieTown Values works. Everyone gathers together in VeggieTown Square where they're celebrating Family Week. Kids and adults alike hear fun skits, greetings from Bob and Larry, great stories of faith, and they sing VeggieTown songs. And then participants are sent off to one of the 5 new sites this year. Site leaders only prepare one lesson, which they repeat to the neighborhood of family clusters that are rotating through that site. That means that site leaders only prepare one lesson, which they repeat throughout the week.
Oh, that's a great idea! Yeah!
This helps prevent burnout and keeps leaders fresh and enthusiastic for the entire program, and they get better and better at the session each time they do it.
This is going to be easier than we thought.
These leaders present interactive Bible stories and review activities, plus they offer crafts, games, snacks, and life application opportunities that strengthen the message and help everyone personalize the VeggieTown value from that site. Now, let's take a look at some of the crafts. Each craft has been designed to correlate with the family value that is being taught. There are at least 3 different crafts for the leaders to choose from. This gives you a great deal of flexibility depending upon your budget, the needs of your group, and your specific goals for craft time. Every craft is made from easy-to-find materials, and many crafts are interactive, and that helps encourage learning after the children go home. Whether you offer a traditional approach to doing VBS or you want to incorporate a new learning experience that crosses generations, VeggieTown Values for the Family provides an opportunity for everyone. This learning experience for people of all ages can be done during the summer or as a monthly family learning event all year long. This year, VeggieTown offers a section called Veggie Directors. It's found inside Veggie Kids. This informative leaders section is designed specifically for the director's use. Included in these materials are separate sections for leaders of small groups, crafts, games, and snacks.
You know, sometimes I think I could eat a whole bus.
Yeah, well, sometimes I think I could eat a whole spaceship.
Oh, yeah? Well, sometimes I think I could eat a whole planet.
We get the point.
And accompanying the director's materials is a new CD-ROM filled with clip art and other promotional materials so that leaders will have everything they need right at their fingertips. Everything you could possibly need to offer a successful and meaningful Bible learning experience comes in one complete kit.
Really? So I don't need a spaceship?
No, you don't.
Inside this kit, you'll find reproducible leader's guides for children of all ages. In Veggie Tots, a book designed for preschool children and non-readers. Veggie Kids, a book crafted for children at the elementary level from kindergarten through grade 5. And Veggie Teens, a book put together for youth in middle school and senior high. There is a colorful site poster that you can hang at each of the 5 VeggieTown locations. And there are also 5 promotional posters that will help you invite others to enjoy a great experience too.
What we've mentioned are only just some
Of the wonderful things yet to come.
Plus, you'll find a new leader's guide to help you build a learning experience for people of all ages in Veggie Family. You'll also find 3 great tools in this year's kit. The first tool is the greetings soundtrack from Bob and Larry. These entertaining clips will help you to produce a puppet show that will make the kids laugh and feel welcome as they begin each day. The next tool is a video called Welcome to VeggieTown. This video takes you on a tour of VeggieTown in 2 different churches and provides training and instructions for all your leaders in VeggieTown, whether you're offering a traditional program or a learning experience for participants of all ages.
Let them have it!
And of course, there's Veggie Stories. The video filled with your favorite Veggie Tales condensed to 12 to 16-minute segments that will help enforce the godly values taught in the VeggieTown Values for the Family VBS. VeggieTown Values for the Family is a fun, new, innovative approach to doing Vacation Bible School. It involves participants in the program each step of the way. The materials are Bible-based, relevant, and meaningful. Plus, they're easy to use and understandable for the leaders too. But best of all, leaders will find the materials for VeggieTown Values for the Family flexible and adaptable to any setting. That means that you can offer a quality learning experience for people of all ages in any learning environment that you choose. There's something for everyone when it comes to VeggieTown.
Are you guys having fun at VeggieTown?
There's never a place like VeggieTown. There's never a place like VeggieTown. It's time for VeggieTown. Vote for me. Vote for me.
My favorite VeggieTale character, need I say more? Bob the Tomato.
Yes!
Junior Asparagus, because he always makes me laugh. From the Greek, asparagus.
He's a real thinker.
Vote for me, or you'll be sorry, 'cause I'll put mustard in your oatmeal, make noises like a sick cat while you try to sleep.
Forget the song, Larry.
Well, it's to the P's, Philippe and Jean-Claude, because I like their accent and they're really funny.
It was nice to meet you. Now go away.
Yes.
My favorite character is Larry Boy.
Ouch.
It's Alfred.
What do you think, Dad? Funny?
I like Madame Blueberry.
Yes! Yes!
No! My favorite character is Annie, because my name's Annie, and I think she looks like me because she has short brown hair and glasses.
I think we're forgetting something. Ahem.
Larry. Larry? Larry? Larry because he's goofy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, enough talk. Let's go out on location where Cindy Kenny, managing editor of this innovative program, is showing a new leader 2 different approaches to presenting VeggieTown. Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Scotty. We're here at Christ Community Church in St. Charles, Illinois. They've pulled out all the stops here as they've put together the program with all sorts of fun decorations. Aren't you guys excited about this year's program? I know I sure am. I'm here today with Kathy Can. She's a new leader in Christian education, and she wants to figure out what kind of VBS to do this year and how to do it.
I'm so excited to be here, and I love all the decorations. They're great, but I do have a few questions. I'm not really sure where to get started. Could you maybe tell me a little bit about the program?
Okay, well, VeggieTown Values for the Family is all about families. So kids are going to learn 10 different values that they can use every day in their lives, in their families at home, and also with the whole family of God.
VeggieTown Values is based on Colossians 3:12-14, which is filled with 10 godly values that are essential for everyday use. Kids and families can focus on things like patience, love, compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, holiness, forgiveness, and being a friend. Each of these godly values is taught in VeggieTown, a fun and familiar place where participants can laugh and learn together at the same time. Maybe Bob and Larry can tell us a little bit about VeggieTown too.
Imagine, if you will, another dimension. A dimension of cucumbers, tomatoes, and cabbage. A dimension where nothing is as it seems. You are entering the veggie zone.
Larry, will you stop that?
Ooh, that's bright.
Larry, you're giving the kids the wrong idea about VeggieTown. This is a place full of fun, a place where we talk about following God in our everyday lives.
That's right, Bob. Looks like they're getting ready to get started here at Christ Community. We'll get all your questions answered.
I think so. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Each day, kids of all ages gather together to see brand new puppet greetings with Bob and Larry. And they'll meet fun people like Aunt Ruth, who will be the master of ceremonies, guiding everyone through the program.
Well, hello, boys and girls in VeggieTown. You are a loud group of children. I like you.
Aunt Ruth will welcome the kids to VeggieTown, talk about the family values, and encourage kids to dig into each day's activities. VeggieTale fans will remember her from several silly songs with Larry.
Larry, tell me about your childhood.
On the day I got my tooth, I had to kiss my great Aunt Ruth. She had a beard, and it felt weird.
My, she had a beard and it felt weird.
She had a beard.
Oh,
It's out, yeah. That is just flour. And once little Larry came into the kitchen while I was mixing up some cookies, and he saw I had flour on my face. He thought I had a beard.
She sounds like a great lady, and I love that beard she's got.
That's kind of flour because she loves to bake. Bread, cookies, all sorts of fun things.
So the mystery has been solved then.
Can I stay?
I don't know, kids. What do you think? Can she stay?
You may be wondering where we get all these great ideas. Everything you need can be found right in this guide called Veggie Kids. Veggie Kids comes with 10 complete sessions for elementary children. It's also filled with instructions for directors and has sections designed for leaders of crafts, games, snacks, and small groups if you choose to offer those separately. Veggie Kids has lots of ideas for decorations, along with some great clip art. Plus, the director's materials provide leaders with information for how to get started, how to manage the program, how to involve volunteers, and how to adapt the program to your needs.
The options in the VeggieTown curriculum are awesome. There are just a lot of different things to pick from.
I found that the options were really limitless. I mean, you could kind of mix and match so many of the games and the crafts and everything.
They've got a nice layout of things to do and how to work through all of the questions and things that come up. It's just very well laid out. There's plenty to do.
What's nice about it is you can use anything that you want out of it. And so whatever you're most comfortable using, that's what you used.
Just phenomenal. There's just a ton of them. You can go to a biblical application, you can go to a craft, you can go to a game, and it really kept the kids very interested and excited about what was going on. In fact, the room was like buzzing.
Big Idea Productions is committed to helping your staff work efficiently and providing leaders with resources that will make the best use of their time.
If I'm not mistaken, you're quite busy too.
Because of this, the program has been designed to divide your entire group into 5 neighborhoods. Each neighborhood rotates through VeggieTown, visiting just one site per day. Then the neighborhoods rotate to a new site upon their next visit to VeggieTown. So kids don't have to worry, they get to see it all.
I'll come back tomorrow.
Because of the emphasis on family this year, each neighborhood is compiled of family clusters, which are small groups of 6 to 10 participants. Family clusters remain the same during the entire program, so everyone can build relationships and be mentored by someone who holds these values.
All right. Kristen?
Now, Maureen, what is your responsibility here in VeggieTown?
I'm a family cluster leader. A family cluster leader is someone who actually is not a lesson preparer, but instead what we do is we work with the same group of kids every day. We travel with them from site to site. We develop relationships with them. We shepherd them. We mentor them.
In other words, this is not a lot of work on your part. There's no lesson preparation.
Right.
You're just building relationships.
Right. It's wonderful for volunteers who don't have a lot of time because there's not a lot of preparation at all. It's basically coming in, getting to know the kids, developing relationships with them without having all the preparation that's involved in being a teacher.
Sounds like a fun job.
It's fantastic.
If you have lots of people in the program, you'll have many family clusters. But if you have a smaller group of participants, you may only have a few family clusters. VeggieTown values for the family will work regardless of the number of people you have.
Boy, I sure am glad they got that straightened out.
Yep.
All the leaders in VeggieTown are encouraged to be involved in the activities they feel comfortable with, which keeps enthusiasm levels high and helps to avoid burnout.
Teacher Mike, Teacher Donna, Teacher Dawn.
Everybody seems to be going someplace. Where are they all headed?
Well, it looks like they're done in VeggieTown Square. That means they're being dismissed to the 5 different sites this year in VeggieTown. Let's go take a look.
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
I'm Bob the Tomato.
And I'm Larry the Cucumber, and I'll be taking your order today.
Taking your what? Larry, what are you up to?
I have a new job, Bob. I'm opening up my own fast food restaurant.
Do you know anything about fast food?
Sure I do. And my restaurant will be unique.
How's that?
We'll be the only ones selling Larry's special deep-fried peanut butter and jellyfish sandwiches.
Peanut butter and jellyfish?
Sure. Would you like fries with that?
Hold that thought, Larry. Here we are at the VeggieTown restaurant where they've put together a pizza place.
What should we get on our pizza?
I was thinking maybe some cheese sausage and how about some extra cucumber?
I may need to rethink my menu.
While he does that, you have a good time in VeggieTown. See you soon.
Oh, we will, Bob, because VeggieTown has 5 family-friendly sites that encourage kids to build family values. These include VeggieTown Restaurant, Home, Beach, Church, and Retirement Center. Kids will encounter all kinds of activities to learn new godly values as they visit each of these locations.
One of the things we've done is tried to give churches lots of ideas for decorations. I like how this church made the door sizes just right for kids. The adults have to bend a little, but the kids just love it.
Whoa, deja vu.
It's recommended to have 2 leaders at each site. These leaders are representatives of the area they are in. For example, at the beach, there is a lifeguard and a swimmer. And at the VeggieTown restaurant, there's a waitress and a cook.
I'm a cook.
A cook?
Oven mitts are very important in the kitchen. Safety first.
Yeah, but you don't wear an oven mitt on your head. You wear oven mitts on your hands.
I don't have any hands.
Morning, boys and girls. Welcome to
These leaders welcome children, present the Bible story, the life application activities, games, crafts, and even offer refreshments.
I hear it's flowing with milk and honey.
Sounds sticky.
Okay, so golfing with lemons, it's going to be harder than regular golf balls, so we need to show compassion to one another, okay? Can you do that?
Yeah.
All right.
Right in there.
Keep going, you can get it.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do it.
Isn't it?
The start of each session begins with some opening fun where the leaders introduce the value that kids will learn and encourage some relationship building in their family clusters. That part of the lesson is called planting the seed for each generation, or in other words,
Do muscle arms. Yeah, look at them.
Wow, are these guys incredible or what?
Yeah, I'd say so. But they aren't exactly humble.
Well, it has to be hard to be humble when you've got muscles like they do.
That's true, I suppose, but that doesn't mean we should brag or show off that special part of us, does it?
Hey guys, maybe we should try to be a little more humble about those muscles, eh?
Yeah, and don't you forget it.
That was great. What just took place in here? Well, this was one of the fun openings found at all the sites in VeggieTown. Each site is designed to have an interactive activity that introduces the family theme that they're going to be learning about and also teaches the kids a little bit about God. And they're all filled with all sorts of fun. Did you build your muscles?
I built my muscles. Let's see what's next. I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's go.
the second part of each session is called Discovering Our Generational Roots, or
One more time, please, and let's work on our enunciation.
Oh, I see.
Now the salt represents the compassion. That's what Jesus wants us to heap on other people. So I'm going to pour the salt here around this egg, stir it around. You guys can see the egg's at the surface now.
Wow, I thought we were going to get to eat that egg. What did that have to do with the program? That was the introduction to the Bible story that's offered at each of the different sites. There's an interactive activity that engages kids and gets them involved in thinking about what they're going to learn in the upcoming Bible story. In this case, it was all about compassion. I think they're starting the story now.
Maybe we should join them.
Sounds like fun.
Okay.
All right, let's go back in.
I still can't believe that someone couldn't do something for him.
I couldn't stop crying.
Jesus died for you and me.
Jesus loved everyone so much that he was willing to die for us to show us how deep that love is.
Jesus loves me.
This is the main Bible presentation where everyone gets involved in an interactive story. Each story illustrates how Jesus wants us to incorporate the value that's being learned into our lives and family experiences. These creative presentations involve kids and help to keep their attention, yet they don't get so wrapped up with creativity that the message gets lost along the way. We think that's really important.
One for you.
Are each of the stories Bible-based?
Oh, absolutely. We've made every effort to make sure that kids understand that the story is from their Bibles.
That's great. I really want to make sure that they're taking that element home with them of using the Bible.
A friend loves at all times, Proverbs 17:17. One way I can show love to a friend is by being honest with them.
Very good.
A friend loves at all times, Proverbs 17:17. I can show love to a friend by sharing my things with them.
Fantastic. All right.
Every lesson has a Bible verse that helps to enforce the lesson taught by Jesus, along with an application activity that helps kids to remember it.
Because Bartimaeus was blind, what did he have to do?
Beg.
Let's find out and see if that's right. Beg! All right, excellent job.
After participants explore the Bible story, they move on to the next portion of the session called Branching Out in This Generation, or this portion of each session offers a variety of options to explore what has been learned.
You're going to glue the eyes on the styrofoam ball, the mouth, glue the feet underneath the box.
What are you supposed to do with this when you go home?
When I go home, I'm going to put prayer requests in here.
And then what do you do after the prayer requests are inside?
I keep them there until I'm ready to get them out and pray.
Okay, so like maybe once a week you might take them out, and then your whole family prays for whatever you put inside the box.
And what are some prayer requests that you guys are going to put in here?
Our family, they want a dog, so maybe to have patience until my mom either lets us get it or lets us get a different pet.
That's a very good one.
Each leader's guide has been specifically designed for every age group of children. Veggie Tots is for preschoolers and non-readers. Veggie Kids is for elementary age children, and Veggie Teens is for youth. These guides have tons of options for leaders to pick and choose from. That way, churches can put together a program that meets their specific needs. There are activities that incorporate different learning styles, various budgets, a variety of personality types. There is something for everyone.
The best part of VeggieTown for leaders, I think, is it has a step-by-step curriculum where it lays everything out, so you're not searching for a lot of different things to fill your time.
They say, here are all your options, here are some suggestions, here are some of the materials that you'll need, here's about the time it'll take.
They can come in, they can see familiar faces, they know Bob, they know Larry, they know all the characters, and they are using those characters to be able to teach their lessons.
One of the best things for leaders is like being able to share the gospel with kids.
It's really about having a great time learning about God's Word.
The kids got excited about it, and that's fun. When the kids are having fun, we have fun. Jesus said, let the children come, and when they came, they're here, and so our job is just to help them, lead them to God and to God's Word, and I think the best part is watching them grow and watching the excitement on their faces.
One of the options in VeggieTown is for kids to visit the VeggieTown TV studio. This is the place where kids see a specially adapted segment of one of their favorite VeggieTale videos.
I think I've seen that one. Doesn't it have Jerry Lewis in it?
No. Be quiet and watch the film.
These segments have been edited to enhance the family value that is being learned. Now, this may surprise you, but VeggieTown Values for the Family is not a video-based curriculum. Instead, the video segment is just one of many options to help you reinforce the aim. Other options include a variety of crafts, games, snacks, and exploring the meaning of each value. Let's take a look at some of them.
What we need to do is take a little half twist like that. As tight as you can get it. And give it a little twist. Okay.
We're here at the VeggieTown Retirement Center where we're making boo-boo bunnies, and Rebecca here is showing me how. Now we have to roll up the washcloth, and then we fold it in half, and twist it, and the ears pop up, and then we have a bunny. And these boo-boo bunnies help to teach us about compassion, isn't that right? So that when somebody's feeling hurt, they can put ice inside the bunny, and then you can give it to them to help them feel better, right? Each of the different crafts in VeggieTown are related to the specific family value that's being taught at that session. How you doing over here, Kathy? Are the kids having fun?
We're having a great time. Laura and Sullivan, we made our boo-boo bunnies. They turned out wonderful. We had a great time making those.
Patience exchange!
Larry!
One reason I was patient was when I was waiting to get my cat. One reason that I'm patient is I always have to wait for my birthday.
I'm patient when I'm waiting for the school bus to arrive. I'm patient in lines for food.
Wow, the kids sure are having a lot of fun, but how do they take all these values and apply them to their life's experiences?
Oh, that's the life application part of the program. In fact, they're doing that right now in the VeggieTown Church. Kids always have lots of questions on how this applies to them.
Ooh, questions. I'm good at questions.
Bearing fruit for every generation is the next part of the session. This is basically... This part of the session helps kids to personalize what they've learned while they're discovering ways to use these values in their families at home and in God's world.
Everybody got 6 slices of pie?
Yeah.
And each different slice, write in different things to talk to God about.
The kids look really involved here. Can you tell me what that's about?
Well, this is one of the life application projects that they're doing. The leaders have 3 different projects to pick and choose from. That helps the kids personalize the session and say, what does this have to do with me? This is a prayer circle that they use to pray to God, and when they get home, it will help them to remember what it means to be holy.
And it's something that they can actually take with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that.
Life application is an essential element to VeggieTown values. Every lesson encourages participants to process what they've learned so that they can leave VeggieTown and use the values they discovered each day. This is done in a variety of ways, like getting involved in pickle pot dilemmas.
Oh, what a pickle. You know, Bob.
Over here, Larry.
You know, Bob.
These are life application problems similar to life experiences. Problems are picked out of a pickle pot, and then decisions have to be made on how to solve the problem based on what has been learned.
Oh, hey, I just remembered. I got an email from a kid named Ezio Vietti in Hackensack, New Jersey.
You got a what?
You know, Bob. Email. Aren't you wired? Online? Surfing the web? HTML, good buddy.
Kids also have the opportunity to join their families at home or at their local library and log on to VeggieTown.com. It provides families with more games and reflection activities that provide opportunities for learning even after kids have left VeggieTown. At the close of each day, kids gather once more in the VeggieTown Square. There they sing a fun VeggieTown song, close with a prayer, and receive an invitation to come back for more.
Wow, I had a great time today, but I do have one more question for you. Since it's a family-based program, how can we get moms and dads involved?
That's a really good question. Big Idea Productions is doing something all new this year. It's an intergenerational approach called Veggie Family. That's a wonderful program that involves participants of all ages, so moms and dads will get involved. It's very different from what you saw today.
This year, VeggieTown Values offers a new and innovative approach to learning. It's an intergenerational experience for people of all ages. Everybody can learn at the same time. Not only are mom and dad invited to take part, but everyone is included. Seniors, singles, couples without children, everyone can be involved.
Who knows? You might like it.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Cindy and Kathy are visiting the Glen Ellen Evangelical Covenant Church in Illinois, where that program is being offered.
Well, let's find your name
Okay.
on here. Hi there. Oh, Swaney family? Grandma, grandpa.
Lindstrom's?
You're going to beach. This is a Kennedy family. My grandson, Mark.
Hi, Mark. You guys
As you can see, people come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes and all different ages here in Veggie Family.
Yes, I noticed the kids just like at Christ Community, but I also have noticed the families, the moms and dads.
That's because Veggie Family is for people of all ages.
Hey, QWERTY, can you help us?
This is QWERTY from some of the VeggieTale videos. Do you recognize it?
Yeah, they did a great job.
Hey, let's cue up the theme song. How about it, Bob?
And so what we have learned applies to our lives today. And God has a lot to say in His.
Well, Mom, look at this. Ain't it rude? I'm glad you're here. Are you glad you're here today? Yeah! Well, I'm glad you're here too.
As you can see, Aunt Ruth is a very special part of VeggieTown here in Glen Ellen, just like Christ Community.
And she's just as fun here as she was at Christ Community.
No kidding, everyone's having a great time.
What's your name? You're just as cute as a button. You know that.
In Veggie Family, people still gather in family clusters in VeggieTown Square. They visit the same sites, they have the same 4-part lessons, and these are incorporated into every one of the sessions, but every lesson is different in Veggie Family. While participants learn the same godly values, each story is told in a new and unique way. All the life application and learning activities are different too. Each one is designed for intergenerational learning experiences. In other words, these activities are created for people of all ages to do at the same time, learning together.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
We might even learn from them too.
We can learn a lot from people who are different than us.
How can people of all ages learn in just one setting?
That's a good question. Actually, Jesus encouraged people to share their faith with people of all ages. That's why this program builds God's citizens from generation to generation.
Oh, it was wonderful looking out and seeing the families together. That's something that you don't normally experience through a vacation Bible school. We had a time where they all played games together. I really felt like they enjoyed that time, both interacting and then talking together about what the message was.
The adults, they behaved themselves fairly well too. We were concerned about them, but they joined right in and had a good time.
Families worked real well together.
Most everyone tended to get involved. Everyone loved the mummy wrap. Adults and the children alike were willing to do that.
In Veggie Families, the activities encourage everyone to empathize with people of different age groups, which can sometimes be an eye-opening experience.
Okay, now when I put these sunglasses on, I can hardly see anything. So this is supposed to be what it's like when you get older and you have trouble seeing?
Right.
Yes.
Ah! And what do you have?
I have this taped to my finger. This is supposed to be arthritis.
Okay, and here comes my hearing problems, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What? We can't hear you.
What?
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 What? Huh?
Hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3.
It makes it harder to hear.
It's a lot harder to hear.
This is real hard, and now I'm supposed to play a game.
Right. Each of the activities is designed so that adults don't feel like they're involved in teaching or babysitting. And the kids don't feel like information is going over their heads either.
Well, thank you, Mr. Alfred. Wasn't that a great story, kids?
It's unique learning experiences that engage and involve a variety of people in a variety of kinds of learning. There are many options provided to the leaders that suggest different activities. These accommodate different circumstances and age groups.
Can I teach the kids how to chew without moving your jaw?
Larry!
How about how to use a fork to eat soup?
Have a fun time at VeggieTown, kids!
Or maybe how to suck spaghetti through a straw.
Oh, brother.
Oh, don't worry, Bob. Larry's just trying to be creative. And that's what participants will find in Veggie Family. Let's see how.
Here you go. Here's a bob. Here you go.
Here we go. Throw it. Throw it. No! In planting the seeds for each generation, family clusters encourage one another and develop relationships across the ages. They'll have opportunities to think about how their actions affect people in various walks of life. This also encourages members to break down some of the age boundaries and remember that we are all part of the same family of God.
Oh, doesn't it just warm your heart?
During discovering our generational roots, the responsibility for Bible presentation often falls on the participants themselves.
Where's that stupid waitress? My coffee's cold. There she is. Hey, can't I get some service here?
Sorry, we're really busy, and I twisted my ankle yesterday.
Listen here. We're trying to have a Bible study right here. And you're not helping. The service is poor, and those kids are making too much noise.
They are so aggressive.
The Bible stories encourage everyone to get involved in one way or another, both young and old alike.
I'm gonna put some over here. They look covered.
How do you guys feel in there? Do you feel good? Well, that's great. How long do you think they're going
Gracie and Frankie.
Oh, I didn't even see Frankie. He's right up. There's two in there. What's your name?
I'm Lazarus.
Well, of course you're Lazarus. We have a grown-up Lazarus here.
Somebody called me to come forth, and so I didn't know what else to do but jump out of where I was.
Lazarus, come forth.
Thank you, Jesus.
During discovering our generational roots, you'll still find plenty of options for leaders to pick and choose from. But the activities encourage people of all ages to take part. For example, some of these activities will be better suited to older members of your group, but there are lots of suggestions for how to keep younger children involved as well. Members who feel comfortable in leadership positions often jump into various roles. Kids are invited to participate through mime or specific responses to the stories, and these lessons still have great introductions and review activities that encourage the family clusters to work together in processing what Jesus taught in the story.
This is very now let's look. Larry's a star.
Yeah, Larry's a star. Wow, I love all these supplies, the colorful stickers and the Bob and Larry paper. I don't remember this craft at Christ Community though.
Oh, they didn't do it there. That's because they're making placemats. All the activities here in Veggie Family are designed to be family friendly so that everyone can participate of all ages. They can use Bob the tomato here and Larry the cucumber there and have all sorts of fun with whatever they put together.
Sounds great.
Now, Kathy, you have to remember that crafts is just one way that kids can learn during branching out in this generation.
I'm making mine kind of big.
Families learn during all sorts of different activities, not just discussion and lecture.
We have to make something out of Play-Doh that they can guess what our word is. They just got it. They just got it. Good family.
What is it? It's a family. The mom and the dad and the kids. You would love someone?
Ooh, this looks like they're having such a great time. And I noticed all the space here at both churches that we've seen. But what happens when there's only a couple of rooms available?
Well, you can do an activity like this in a small group setting, or if you need additional ideas, just turn to the director's materials found in Veggie Kids. Hey, let's grab a crowd and try this out. Sounds good. All right.
All right, pull a little problem out of the pickle jar.
If you ask Jed, he'd tell you that he's a good Christian. He'd say that just like Jesus, he's trying to bring out the best in people. Is Jed right? Is that what Christians do?
I see they're doing pickle pot dilemmas here.
That's right. It's part of the life application activity and bearing fruit for each generation. It's nice for individual families to work on the pickle pots as well, because they can process the questions and answer it how they would actually answer it right in their own families at home.
And I'll just say, well, you can do whatever you want except tell me to do a fib, and then I'll just walk away.
That's good. That's
Good idea.
Zach.
Life application activities are a must in Veggie Family. Everyone gets involved in family meetings to process what they learn and decide how to take it into the real world.
Both these programs look great, but I don't know which one to offer at my church.
Well, you can offer both.
And how do I do that?
Well, I have my favorite way, and that's to do the VBS program for children during the summer months. Then offer Veggie Family once a month as a family fun event all year long.
You'll find a variety of suggestions for how to incorporate both Veggie Kids and Veggie Family in the director's materials, along with instructions for how to do these programs.
All right. Good job.
So tell me about these family fun events.
Well, family fun events can be whatever you want to make them. As you can see, everybody here is having a fabulous time. They've offered a dinner to go with theirs.
Do you guys have any fried chicken? I've got a real hankering for fried chicken.
Yeah, me too.
The director's materials provide leaders with alternatives for how to set up VeggieTown. We don't want churches to feel pressured to set up their program in any particular way. Remember, it's God at work through His people that makes any program work. Now, in case you feel a little overwhelmed, both churches started with very plain, basic rooms. They found ideas for how to create fun, inviting sites in VeggieTown in the materials. Then they use the clip art, which you can find in the book or in the CD-ROM, and they also use the site descriptions found at the beginning of each of the sessions. As Cindy explained to Kathy, there are a variety of ways to go about doing this. It can be done by transferring the art onto styrofoam, cardboard, or any number of other ways.
They're really not that hard to make. They're a lot simpler than they look. You get all the patterns and you can make a transparency, blow them up, and then cut them out of any kind of material that you want to.
So we don't have to be an artist, we can just trace them.
Oh, absolutely.
Excellent.
That's how they created the wonderful settings you've seen here today. Churches are encouraged to put a little creativity into making each VeggieTown their very own. They've done a great job, and so will you.
I'm so glad I got the opportunity to witness both programs at both different churches. I can't wait to get back to my own church and put this into action.
Well, as you can see, VeggieTown can be anything that you want it to be. It's a great place to invite God in and an opportunity that nobody's going to want to miss.
That's right, Cindy. VeggieTown Values is a program you can count on. That's because this program was put together by a team of educators with over 100 years of combined experience in the area of Christian education. It's fun, relevant, Bible-based, and it encourages churches to build God's citizens, generation to generation.